Playmates just dropped our first look at their new Megazord under the Reignition toy line, and it looks like we're getting roleplay items too. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Legacy and Nerd. My name is Daniel, and like I said, Playmates just made a bunch of drops, one being the Megazord. It looks like we're getting a Blade Blaster, and we're getting a Power Morpher, and we're going to talk about it. So here, this is all brought to us through comicbook.com. They had a whole big thing, and we got a picture here of the Megazord, and we got a description. It says, as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers summon the spirits of their mighty dinosaurs, they can take on Rita's giant alien monsters and come together to form the Megazord. This incredible combination comes to life when you collect each of the 5 Power Ranger dinosaurs and combine them to build the battle-ready Megazord in 2 modes, tank mode and fighting mode. So that's cool. We are going to be able to put it in tank mode. It's going to be $17.99 a piece. So each part of the Zord is going to be $17.99. You can put all 5 Zords together and make it the Megazord. So it's going to bring it to about around $90 retail for all of them to combine them. So looking at the Megazord here, the Tyrannosaurus looks great. The red really pops out. I think this is the best of the 5. The rest of them look sort of Lego-y to me. And I noticed that the Triceratops and the Saber-Tooth Tiger both have those like clear blue plastic looks on them, or one's blue and one's yellow. I wonder if those have like kind of firing functions, especially on the Saber-Tooth Tiger. The stickers, the paint apps possibly could look pretty good, although I'm inclined to think that they're stickers, but they look pretty good. I think they look bright and pretty nice. The Mastodon looks very Lego-y, but I mean, it always did. So now looking at the Megazord, it just doesn't look like it's going to have many points of articulation. This sort of reminds me of the Hasbro Walmart Megazord that we got. You know, those ones that were like a 2-pack, like $12.99 a piece, and then you built all 5. That was a pretty good Megazord. It was just a little fragile. So it's not going to be like anything like the Zap or the Legacy. It's not seeing any chrome. It looks like some shiny plastic. Nothing looks like it's going to be metal. So it's going to look like be a very, very basic Megazord. Don't really see how big it's going to be, but I'm getting the sense like most of the Megazords are about a foot tall. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be around there. So the biggest one to date was the Zap. That was 14 inches, I think. So I don't know if that's going to sit at that size. So yeah, I mean, it's here. I think we all kind of expected more because their Voltron ones are pretty nice, but they are coming out with the Megazord. And, this looks very, very this whole line looks like it's going to be for kids. So we did get a better look at the Automorphin figures. Now, these aren't the same figures we saw in the silhouettes teased on their Instagram. Those have multiple joint parts that we could see, and these are just completely different. Kind of should have made that more clear in the last video, but, we see them here. They kind of look better here, but those skinny arms on green, it's not working for me. They just have really odd shaped. A lot of people said they're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle molds, and I can see where they're saying that. Just very basic figures, $9.99 a piece though. That's a really good price point for parents to buy for their kids. These are really, really geared towards kids. This whole line is, like I said, so that's not bad. A lot of kids' toys are much more expensive through that, and as a new dad, I definitely can tell you that. So see the flip head action here on the top here. Looks like it's gonna be a very basic human head sculpt, so not to expect too much out of that. But I mean, they're cool. They're cool little toys. I know a lot of people said they want their new Automorphin figures and they're excited about it. I'm really, really curious to know what kids are thinking about those figures as well. But we'll see some new, like more mainline. I think they may be more geared towards a little bit more towards, collectors with those other ones. But we'll kind of have to wait to see for those. So the next thing I see here is the Blade Blaster, and it says, when it's time to take on Rita and her evil aliens, you need the Power Rangers Blade Blaster. 2 weapons in one. The Blade Blaster starts as the Power Rangers Blaster and then morphs into the extended sword and they can be used in battle. The Blade Blaster comes with 20 sounds and phrases and includes the lights of every blast for $19.99. This is not going to be your Legacy or even something that Lightning would have done. So this is a toy. This is a toy for kids. $19.99. I'm not expecting any metal pieces. This is going to be for kids to play with. So I'm really curious if it's going to be like the 1993 version. That was really just a kid's version. It had 1 electronic on it, but it was really nice. I don't think we're going to have any chrome parts on it. It looks like it's going to be a very, very basic children's toy. So I know some people are kind of like, about that, description. We don't have any pictures of it. Expect pictures this weekend at the toy fair. This is all kind of like pre-press. And I wonder if they put out this because of the response they got for the Automorphin figures, which a lot of people had an opinion on. mostly bad. So they probably put this out to kind of like, you know, quell those a little bit. But I don't know if that's going to quell now with collectors. And kids are not going to see these, you know, pictures or really going to see them until they get into stores. So we really will not know kids' opinions until we see them in stores. Although if you have kids and they're watching the video and they're seeing these pictures, let me know what they're thinking. I'm really curious to know what they're thinking. So, and the last thing here is the Power Morpher. Every Power Ranger needs their Power Morpher to summon the spirits of their Dinozord and become the alien fighting heroes that are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This Power Morpher comes with all 5 of the Power Coins and has 40 sounds and phrases. The Power Morpher recognizes each coin and unlocks each of those Dinozord custom phrases and sounds, $16.99 a piece. So, you know, no metal. I'm not expecting no metal coins or anything like this. It's going to be all plastic. Again, more reminiscent probably of the 1993 versions. Although what they're taking from the Lightning here is that each coin can activate different sounds and phrases, which the Lightning had. So again, no picture here. Expecting pictures come out this weekend at Toy Fair. $16.99 a piece. Expecting this to kind of be kind of small. This is not going to be very heavy. I do not know if this is going to be something worth collecting. I'm really curious about the packaging for everything here because the packaging can make it more of a collector if it looks really nice and is displayed nice and, you know, presented nice is the way to be said. And that could be something that helps it as well with collectors. But again, all these toys, all these new things they just announced, they're meant for kids. And kids drive economy when it comes to toys and franchises like Marvel, DC, Star Wars. None of those franchises would be anywhere where they are without, you know, kids being fans. Even you can say, oh, the original trilogy of Star Wars. Well, those kids all grew up and made their kids fans. So it's a whole thing. We always want new kids to become new Power Ranger fans because it drives the franchise, it drives the brand, and it drives, you know, the collectibles and toys and everything that comes out for it. So yeah, guys, that is what we got here. We got no pictures of the Power Morpher Blade Blaster, like I said, but we do got the Megazord. I'm guessing we're going to get very mixed opinions on the Megazord, but, you know, I think Power Ranger things on the shelves is much better than not having things on the shelves. So we're still waiting on this collector line that, you know, Playmates kind of teased that they were going to do. But, you know, this is something to hold us over until then. We still got the mainline figures, which we are going to see what those look like probably this weekend as well. And maybe those are worth collecting as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you digging the Megazord? What do you think about the descriptions of the Blade Blaster and the Power Morpher? Let me know in the comments. And you know what time it is. It's Morphin time.